gone live there. That's fine. No, we're all good. All good. I've just got to remember to unmute myself on OBS when
We'll remind you.
my playground. This is my playground.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday, the 25th of March. It is 7 p.m., which can really only mean one thing. That is, it is easy level up time. I hope you're all well. Good evening. Hello, Monica.
Oh, hello, Tom.
How are you?
I am very excited because, I haven't seen you guys in so long, so it's quite nice to be able to virtually chat.
Yes, definitely, 100%. And talking. Oh, there we go. Skype
Ooh.
keeps jumping the webcam, so I'm going to apologise now if it keeps moving. I will try and keep on top of it. A few teething issues tonight, but hopefully we will get everything on the go. But you were talking about virtual chat,
Yeah.
so with that, I want to actually say hello to everybody that has joined us tonight. So I've had an evening from yourself, Monica, over on Facebook.
Yes,
We
of
have
course.
Adam Groves, Lucy Nees. We've got Jer over on YouTube. We've got Rafal. We've got Bootstrap Slinky, Daggercrass. Who else we got? Wahid, Lucy, Adam. We've got loads of people joining us.
Yes.
I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's joined. Tundan TV, Liam, hello. Hope you're all well. So yeah, guys, I hope you're all well. I hope you're all keeping safe and sound, and I hope you're looking forward to kind of a little bit of a gaming stream. Let's relax, let's chill out, let's have some fun, and let's talk about this amazing new game that has recently launched. Before we kick into that, some of you eagle-eyed people may be aware. Thank you very much for the host, Chudan TV. I'm going to move that up there. So hopefully that I don't hide that. Sorry. Some of you may be aware that this is the last week of the season 5 of Easy Level Up. We have an amazing prize bundle to be given away, a full streaming setup for anyone that is verified on Expert Zone. You will see the code above me, somewhere over there. I did make sure I updated it, so it is all working. So Jer, you can stop panicking. Enter that code into Expert Zone, and you will be eligible to win our grand prize, which is a full streaming setup as well as 12 months Game Pass Ultimates. So yeah, when you see that code, make sure you enter it in. It will periodically appear throughout the stream, so make sure you keep an eye on that. I would love to win the prize. It's
Yeah, it sounds amazing. I mean, you're all set. You don't have to leave the house.
Exactly. We are performing social distancing at the moment, so let's make sure that we can actually have some fun with it as well. As I move Monica around the stream.
Yes, please.
So yeah, amazing. So yeah, as I said, we're going to be playing a brand new release game, which is Bleeding Edge. Launched.
Yes. So when did it come out?
Launched on Wednesday. Oh no, that's a lie. Tuesday. Yesterday.
Today's Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday. I've already said that at the beginning. It launched yesterday on the 24th of March. It is the brand new game from Ninja Theory, which I've been really excited for, to be honest.
In terms of the game itself, I've heard about it for weeks and months. So what's so special about it that people keep talking about it?
I think for me, what I love about this game is that it's based around character abilities, it's the art style, it's the fact that you have to play as a team. It is a very much cooperative style game. If you play this game as a solo player, if you leave your team, you're not going to succeed. Your team's not going to succeed, and you're not going to have fun with it. So what I think I love about it, and I think what so many people have been hyped about it, it's something that has existed in the past with previous games, which I know we'll speak about later. But it's just a new, fresh take on it. And a lot of multiplayer games nowadays it's all guns and magic and stuff like that. It's all from a distance. And what I like about this, it really focuses on melee combat, so hand-to-hand combat, all those bits and pieces. I think it's a different take on the game. on this kind of game genre. And I think that's the reason why. Ninja Theory are a really prolific game developer. They've got a really good history about the games they've made in the past. So I think with Ninja Theory's name on it, I think that's why it's generated so much hype.
Yes, I kind of I had a quick look about it, and the way it's designed, the way it looks, the style of it
Yep.
is absolutely brilliant. It's very different to what I've seen in the past, so I'm really looking forward to that one. So you've mentioned Ninja Theory. So
Yep.
what other titles have they done in the past?
So kind of going back quite a way. Games Guru, thank you very much for the host. We've had a number of games that they've kind of worked on and partnered with. So in the past, they partnered with Sony Computer Entertainment to work on Heavenly Sword. They teamed up with Namco Bandai, if I can get my words out, and they worked on Enslaved over on the Xbox 360, and they actually worked with Capcom working on the Devil May Cry remake with DMC. Born Gamer, thank you very much for the host. So they've done their partnership games, but they're probably most well known for, with the majority of gamers that are joined us tonight, with Hellblade: Sword and Sacrifice, which released on Xbox One last year before.
Yeah, I actually did a launch stream with Paolo on that one, and it was beautiful.
It is a
It
stunning game.
it is amazing. And again, it's kind of there seems to be a theme almost like with that game and this one here with the Bleeding Edge. Their characters are a little bit on the broken side in some way, but they always overcome it, which is again what's drawn me to Hellblade in the first place, the story behind it and why they've designed the game and the feedback it got from the community it was aimed at. So yeah, so talking about the community, who do you think this game is for?
I think it's someone that maybe wants something a little bit different. In the sense that it is a team-based game. It's not a lot of first-person shooters and a lot of action-adventure games nowadays are aimed at, you can just kind of do what you want. You can get away with playing by yourself, or if you are in a team, just running off. I think the fact that you are forced to kind of play together and play as a group, I think is really, really good. Anyone that's kind of interested in kind of backstory and lore about games, I think is really, really cool as well, because all of these characters in the game, they have a backstory, they have a reason to why they are part of this world. And I know that you kind of touched on briefly there that Ninja Theory's games generally focus on someone that's had quite a bad past, or they are a broken human being, and they come kind of through it. So it has that story element. As much as Bleeding Edge is purely a multiplayer game, I think having the ability to invest in these characters and want to play them for a specific reason, I think is really, really cool. Because Bleeding Edge is set in the futuristic New York. It's kind of a dystopian future in which human augmentation is illegal, as it probably rightly should be, for these reasons anyway. And these group of people have decided to augment their bodies to basically become kind of superhuman, and they have an underground fight club. So it kind of turns into a spectator sport, like an underground spectator sport. Think of like Fight Club, the movie. It's that element without the fact that they're not augmented. These guys are. So yeah, they've augmented their bodies to have different abilities and different characteristics, but each of them have a reason to why they've done it, which I think is really cool. And we'll jump into that a little bit when we get into the game. But yeah, I think it's just that possibility of, that's why I like Ninja Theory. It's why I like this. It's what's drawn me to this, and I think that's what's going to draw a lot of people into the game. The art style's really nice, which we'll get into when we start actually seeing gameplay, and the way the characters talk and they act, it just brings everything together, and I think that's really, really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And so if you want to do a multiplayer game, what platforms is it available on at the moment?
So it has launched on Xbox and on PC. It is available through Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass Ultimates. So if you are subscribed to those services, you have full access to Bleeding Edge on both Windows 10 PC through the Game Pass app there, and on Xbox One. But this is actually the first Microsoft or Xbox Game Studio title that has released on launch into Steam. So if you are a PC player and you want all your games in kind of one location, you can also purchase it through Steam. However, you have to pay for it at full price through Steam. You can't get it through Game Pass and load it up through Steam. So yeah, I know a lot of PC players have always shouted about that they want Microsoft IP titles to be in Steam, and here we are now. It's now launched into Steam on launch. I think that's a really nice kind of step forward as we see it kind of going ahead.
Fab. Should we jump in and have a look and see what's available?
Yeah, definitely. We'll jump into the menu. Before we do that, what I'm going to quickly do is just have a quick look through chats, see how everyone's doing. So Games Guru is saying, "Oh, hi, Monica." So you got some fans. A lot of hellos to other people. I'm being asked if I can turn my mic up. Yes, I can do that. Please tell me if that's too loud.
Look at the next one. Why is Monica so ethereal? Is that the word?
I think
that's just me. You know, the glow, the whiteness, the angelic
nature that you have, Monica. I was going to say something then, but you'd probably punch me through the internet.
Probably, yes.
James, thank you very much for the heads up on my mic. Hopefully that's a little bit better for you. So yeah, we've got loads of people saying hello. So I love that this Easy Level Up brings people together. They have their catch up. It's like their midweek catch up. And I think especially in these times, it helps everyone. Everyone's mental state. It's really, really nice. I've had Games Guru say Bleeding Edge obviously draws, like with the comparisons of Overwatch and other like hero shooters of its kind. 100%. This is a hero shooter. So yeah, if you like those sort of games, this is definitely something to at least check out and see how you think it compares to the others. I really enjoy Bleeding Edge, mainly because of the characters in it, as we've kind of already discussed. So it's, and so that's kind of caught up on chats. We've got John Pinnock saying he's played a bunch of games with a couple of the characters with some great abilities. So yeah, let's kind of jump in and kind of look at the main menu and see where we are for this. So this is kind of the main menu that you first kind of boot up into. As you boot into the game, and there's a couple of different options. You can jump straight into a fight, and it will auto matchmake you with random players, if you so wish. It's always advisable that you have a microphone for these sort of games. But when you first boot up the game, you are automatically kind of put into a tutorial. So it teaches you the basics of the games, basic movement, combat. Your character has a lot of abilities. Which you kind of need to master and understand how they work, what's the best time to use them, and stuff like that. So it kind of goes through there. You have your dojo, and you can actually practice against stationary enemies. You can set them to be aggressive or defensive. So you can create kind of real-world examples of what it'd be like playing a multiplayer game, and just practice in the dojo. Because these characters, it is going to take a while to kind of best understand what your playstyle is. And I know you, Monica, were playing a couple of characters last night, trying to get an understanding of who you kind of play as best, and how that's all going to kind of work. So you've got plenty of opportunity to one, learn the game, and then two, practice the game without actually having to be in a multiplayer game in real life. And then you've kind of got your glossary. It gives you full explanation of what abilities can do. So up your defense, bring it down, same with damage, healing. You'll see these icons as you kind of play through the game, and this gives you a quick idea of what that actually means if you see that character, this status being kind of put on yourself, type thing. So it's a really nice little training part of the menu. Gives you full access to be able to learn the game as best as you possibly can.
Yeah, it is recommended because, like you said, there's advanced abilities that you can use, but they are so advanced you kind of need time to rest before you can reload it almost.
Yeah.
So yeah, neat guys, use the training.
And that's kind of what it's there for, right? It's to allow you to get better at the game, get used to the game. Because the last thing we kind of want to happen is for you to be to go into the game, jump straight into a match, and then not actually enjoy it because you don't understand the characters. So that's a great thing.
And they're so individual as well.
Yeah.
So, and they will, I mean, you do have to kind of go through all of them just to see, like you said, what feels right for you as a player.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's the great thing for it.
Yeah.
As we then kind of go down into the workshop, this gives you the option to be able to edit your skins, your taunts, your emotes, your hoverboards of all of your characters. So we're going to be playing with Reece and Rich tonight, so we're going to have a full squad, and we've each kind of picked a certain class and a certain character, so we will get into each of the characters in more detail as we kind of play through the stream. But yeah, you have full options to be able to kind of change what you want to change. You can mod your characters as well, so this actually gives you the ability to change how to adapt your character to your playstyle. If I generally play as a support character, this is my main character that I play as, he's a key healer in the game, but it means that I can then customize it, so if I'm healing an ally, while I'm healing them, they deal bonus damage. My bot that I can throw up into the air can deal more damage, and stuff like that. But you can customize it to however you want to play. So I just unlocked one recently, which is called Speedrun. So I gain 30% movement speed for 2 seconds after I use my evade option, which, to be honest, is actually going to be really, really useful. I get myself in a lot of situations when I'm getting attacked by loads of enemies, and I'll evade out, but there's very quick characters on this game, and they can catch up with me really quickly. So this actually might be a really good one for me once I've played around with it a little bit to understand that a little bit more. But you can actually unlock new mods. You unlock them every single time you level up as a character. But you can also unlock them with kind of the in-game currency, and you'll see in the top right-hand corner on the screen, I've kind of got the yellow currency, which is like the C currency. It's like credits, which you earn for just playing the game. So every game you complete, depending on how good or bad you do, you're always going to be earning this in-game credits, and that's for skins and emotes and stuff like that. And then you've kind of got the cog or gears logo, which is more for your mods. Every time you level up, you unlock more cogs. So there is no microtransaction in this game, so you can't actually spend real world money to further this, so you're not going to have an unfair advantage. You purely unlock more and more abilities by playing the game more, and as you play the game more, you get used to it, and you kind of find your flow. Games Guru, I just hear you say, is it microtransaction heavy?
Yeah.
It is not. I don't know if you heard what I was saying just then. There are no microtransactions in this game. Yes, there is in-game currency, but you earn that purely by playing the game. I personally think that's the right way to do it.
Cool. So that's a healer, and just a heads up, guys. As a healer, you have a target on your back at all times, pretty much.
Because you should always be playing as a team. The healer is there to try and keep your team alive. So the enemy team is constantly trying to get rid of the healer. I've constantly got people trying to attack me and screaming at Monika, Reece, and Rich, going, "Come on, cover me!" And then as I was saying, you can kind of change your emotes as well. So there's a couple of different emotes that you can get per character. As I said, you unlock those with your credits as you play through. If it's going to allow to kind of showcase the different bits and pieces, there you go. So that's kind of your standard one. As the top one, you can unlock some more. Obviously, the rarer ones are more expensive as you kind of play through. But I'm hoping to get the gunspinner emote pretty soon, and I'm nearly there with my credits. So hopefully that will come in. And then new updated skins. Ninja Theory have said that at the moment, yes, the new skins are just color based. But they are going to be looking at new kind of full reskins, as we've seen in previous other hero shooters as well, which I think is really cool. And then you can kind of see the bio. So this is what I was talking about. You can delve into the story of these people and to have a really good understanding of who they are, why they're in this situation, and stuff like that. So you can kind of go through, even if it's your favourite character, or if it is you want to know everything about every single character. It's a nice little thing to be able to jump into. And I will quickly jump into another character just to show off the fact that you can also customize your boards. As Zero Cool, the main character I play, he is in a hovercraft anyway, so he doesn't need a board. But yeah, you can purchase new boards as you kind of play through the game. The cooler looking ones are generally the more expensive ones. But you can then fully customize those. For anyone that played the beta, you do get the knife board, which is this one just here. it is that was only unlockable if you played the beta, and you played a certain amount of games within the beta. So hopefully a lot of you have unlocked that. But yeah, you can change your paints, add stickers, just to customize it a little bit, and then upgrade or change your trails on the board as well.
Look at that.
So yeah, there's some pretty cool ones which will really draw attention to yourself. So you've kind of got to be able to back up the fact that you've got a rainbow coming out of your board. But I think it's it's kind of one of those things, and that's kind of what you can do to edit your characters, and being able to change and bring your personality out into it. I'll say there's a full range of characters. What you can do, I think it's 11 characters. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11 characters at the moment. They did also launch a 12th character, which is the dolphin in the kind of tank. He is part of the tank character class. At the moment, he has no way of being edited, to my knowledge, so which is why he hasn't appeared in this section just here, but he is a playable character. You can kind of see your profile, so you can see your stats, and you can see my really poor win rate of 28.5%. But we'll ignore that part. I might just move myself over that. But you can kind of see how it's broken down into what characters you've played as, what level you are, how many kills, etc., etc., etc. So it gives you a kind of broken down version of how you've played. And recently they've added the watch zone. So let's see if I can actually bring up. I won't go into a match at the moment, but you can actually see live matches as they're being played. So you can kind of spectate and see how characters are played, what the best movements are throughout the game, learning maps, without actually having to play the game. Everything in this menu system is built to help you get better. And there's even like YouTube videos on the beginner's guide to each character. So if you kind of like the look of a certain character, there is a YouTube video there which will automatically open up on your Xbox to be able to kind of watch how you should use those abilities, which I think is really, really cool.
So can I just ask, because you've mentioned classes of the characters.
Yes.
So what classes do we have, and what are they?
Cool. So the 3 main character classes. Oh, I'm in the wrong section. Let's go back to the workshop. So you've got damage characters, which are at the top. You've got support characters that are in the middle, and then you've got your tank characters. They're at the bottom. So they kind of do what they kind of say on the tin. So damage characters are all around. Ultra fast characters deal high damage very quickly, so high DPS. You've then got your support characters, which are there to help buff your allies. So whether that's increasing defense, increasing speed, healing, anything like that, but then also giving negative effects or debuffs to your enemies. And then your tanks are very high HP, high hit points, can take a lot of damage, but can also deal a lot of damage as well. What they're meant to do is to distract the enemy, because they're the ones that are going to have to try and take down as quickly as possible. So yeah, tanks are there as a distraction to distract the enemy, so then your damage characters can come in and take them out, while your healer or your support character is healing your tanks. So they do very much work in a collaboration, which is why I keep saying this is a team-based game.
Right. So you have to be clever with your strategy and what characters you're choosing, so you make sure you have at least one of each. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just not going to work. Like this is a 4-player game, 4 players per team. So a total of 8 players in each match. If you all pick damage characters, it's not going to work. You need someone that's going to have a high HP with your tanks. You need really someone that's going to heal. I've started seeing a lot of players start to do 2 support and 2 damage. Some people that do 2 tanks. You can kind of mix it up however you want. It doesn't force you to pick one of each class. If you want to, you can do 4 damage characters. I can't say how well you're going to do, but it is very much, as Games Guru has said, teamwork makes the dream work. And that is this game in a nutshell, as I'm sure many other people have seen with other hero shooters and MOBAs and stuff like that. It is very much, you have to work as a team, otherwise it's not going to happen. So yeah, that's kind of the overview of it all. But should we show these guys a match?
I think we should probably dive into the New York scene and see what's going on in the underground.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch across to this next camera, which, annoyingly, Reece has disappeared.
Of course he is.
Hello?
There he
Oh
is.
no, there he is. There he is.
Hey up!
So we, guys, if you hadn't realised by the icons in the top right-hand corner, we also have Rich and we have Reece joining us from the Evangelist team. So we do have a full team of players to be able to play together. Because, as I said, teamwork makes the dream work. So hopefully we can get some wins. We had a few practice games beforehand.
Yes.
It didn't go overly well. We started working as a team at the end of the second game. But while this is kind of loading in, I'm just going to quickly go through chat again, see if anyone is asking any questions. And
I did get a special message, Tom, saying that Monica's got an echo now that you fixed your mic.
That's annoying.
So I don't know, because I can see Monica's mic on the Xbox coming up, so I don't know if it's got anything to do with Monica needing to mute herself on the Xbox.
Not sure. We will hopefully make it a little bit better. I've turned my mic down a little bit. I'll just bring it slightly closer to my face. So hopefully that makes it a little easier. So there are two game modes in Bleeding Edge. There is this power collection one, which we are playing at the moment, in which you have to destroy power canisters and then deliver those to a certain point. It sounds a lot harder. It sounds easier than it actually is. I have to say. But you can't be taking damage, you can't move when you're depositing canisters. If you die, you lose all your canisters and the enemy can pick them up. And it's kind of first to a certain amount of number. So hopefully we'll be able to see what happens, yeah. And you do get bonus points for killing other characters as well as stealing their canisters that you already have. I'm just going to have a quick flick through chats. Yeah, Rich,
So how are we all this evening?
Your Xbox logo on your t-shirt is very much glowing.
Doesn't it look good?
It looks great.
Yeah. It wasn't doing that earlier, but it isn't. I think it's because it's darker than it was before. So it looks special.
Joe Shelley's asking who's going to get the first kill.
Well, that's the question, right?
That is the true question. I'm going to go with not me, considering I'm the support character.
Yeah, and Reece is a tank, so he's not that fast. Surely it's gonna be the two hitters, the two heavy hitters going in forward.
You'd think so.
You'd think so. I'm going to go for Tom.
Yeah.
Some dark horse. So yeah, you do have a couple of different options. As you're fighting, you're kind of in a slower movement speed, as you'll kind of see myself moving around now, and then you'll see Rich and Reece who are on their hoverboards. That is them mounted up, so they can't attack in that state, but they can move very, very fast to be able to.
Do you know I've noticed there's fans? There's actual fans watching the fight.
Spectators.
Yes.
Right, let's go, guys.
Pay-per-view.
Right, let's make
so
sure.
which way are we going?
So with the power collectors, we need to make sure we're finding the canisters that do appear on the mini-map. We've got to make sure we're attacking those, gathering those power supplies, and then depositing them at the kind of main base. So remember, if you are the guys above us, there's a cast above us, I believe.
Well, I've seen their healer, so I'm gonna go for their healer.
Right, remember we've got to try and stay reasonably close together, guys.
We've got 6 cells. They've got 6 cells, I think.
Cool. There's people above us. People above us.
Yeah.
I'm following you, Tom.
There's their healer.
Is that it? Oh,
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm attacking that healer.
I could do with some help.
oh.
I'm coming.
I'm healing you, Rich.
Are you guys not?
Yes, teamwork,
Oh, I
Monica.
just died.
Yeah.
I got taken out.
I like how you thank Monica for that, but it was me that helped you. There we go.
Oh, sorry.
Let Monica have all the credit.
Hang on.
All right.
So your Games Guru, this is kind of attack and defense. So the objective markers where you deposit your canisters is now open, and they've just deposited some canisters. We need to kind of move towards it if we can. I'm going to try and come over to you guys to heal you. So it is a little bit of attack and defense. You've constantly got to be
One on your
moving
Reece.
forwards. Just going to heal you guys up.
Oh, there's 2 of them there. Wow, there was a sneaky Daemon Invisibles tried to sneak up. Oh, what's his super move?
Yeah, the epitome of teamwork right now.
So
we're all
Tom,
together.
that guy just used a.
Can I get some
super move
healing?
on us.
Behind you.
Yeah, healing now. So yeah, as we kind of just saw there, Damon was using his ultimate ability. So every character has 2 ultimate abilities, which you kind of choose from when you start the game.
I'm coming, Tom. I'm
Oh
coming.
no!
So you kind of choose what the best ultimate ability would be for that reason.
Your protection is up to date.
Oh, try and take him out.
Get him.
Right.
Yes.
On me.
So I've just used my
I've
ultimate
just died.
ability.
I got
Yeah.
killed.
For the Damon who turned invisible.
There is environmental kills as well. As you
Oh,
can
no.
see me dying here, I got hit by the missile and died. So you got to kind of count out for that as well.
I got taken out, so if you can get my power cells.
Where are you?
Is anybody else
Yeah.
coming? Okay, start.
Alright,
Are you going now? Okay.
Oh, they took my power cells.
no worries.
Oh no, this is not going well.
Oh dear, they've got 12. Oh my god, guys.
It's okay, we can pull this back. It's not over until the Fat Lady sings.
On me, I've got a Cass
I don't give up.
and a Damon.
I got you back.
I've given you a bot.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
nice, he ran into the Reese there.
I was waiting for him, Columbo style.
Columbo?
Yeah.
What a reference. Come on.
Oh, I'm trapped.
Where are you trapped?
What are they?
I'm with Monika.
I'm with Rich.
I had a
Me
few
and Reece
people
are
comment
a
on
team. I know.
like blood and violence.
Oh,
It is
cells.
Okay.
It is quite cartoony.
There you go. Oh, there we go. Hang on.
Ah!
There you go.
I
So,
killed him.
You there, Tom. Got that hit
Right,
for
guys,
you.
we've got power
there's
cells.
one behind me.
We've got power cells. Move to the drop-off point, which is in the middle.
Yeah.
How do we drop him?
Just stay
I'm
still.
ju-
Just stay still.
It's automatic.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, they're activating in 10 seconds.
10
That's
seconds.
my bad.
Jesus.
Stay in the
Oh.
circle.
Standing.
Stay in the circle.
Stay in the circle.
Stay in
I'm
the
just gonna heal
circle.
you guys. So yeah, it is quite cartoony. So there isn't a huge amount of blood to per se.
Yeah.
Right. We have deposited. We
Sit.
good.
Right, we really should go and stop them from doing more, right?
No,
So
they're probably at 8.
they've got 9. They've
Yeah.
got 9.
Yeah, they're about to get 9 more points. There you go. They've just
Hang
deposited.
on.
They're at 8. Oh, we've all run away from Tom.
No, I'm here.
Wait.
I'm back to B. Mind the environmental
Where
kills as well.
I'm in B. I'm in B.
I am the healer, games guru, so I am trying my best to play support when I can.
I got you, Reese.
There's a
You
Damon
locked me
on
up.
me.
Oh, come on.
I can do the hand, guys. I'm dead. Healer's down.
Okay.
So while I'm respawning, I'm just going to go through chat.
Yeah, I'm
So yeah,
responding.
games guru, I
Oh,
am
I
the
get
healer.
messed up.
No, stop locking me up.
So I'm trying to do my best I can to keep these guys alive. So we'll
Doing a terrible job.
Oh,
Just so you
no.
know.
Yeah. Tom.
Oh, I'm getting home.
I'm now back alive.
That's the problem.
Died for the first time.
Nice, man,
these,
nice.
these are the moves. So we've been using the RB and the YB button and
That was-
stuff like that.
Yeah. On B, on B.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
I've got to leave. I need to heal.
Where is
I thought
she?
you said I thought you were talking about you've actually got to leave.
Oh no.
So it's not a good time.
Damon at the top. I'm dead.
I'm coming.
Hey DJ, thank you very much for the host. All very much appreciated. Guys, if you have any questions for anybody that is in who are playing from any of the 4 of us, please give us a shout and I will ask the question to the relevant person. We do have Reece playing as a tank, Rich and Monika playing as the damage people, and me playing as the support. I have to say, rather.
Watch
poorly
this.
at the
Watch
moment.
this. Oh, behind us, Reese.
Yeah. Where you?
Back off. I can heal you.
I'm trying to stay alive. I got you back, Reese. I got you back. Just get
Safe,
back.
bro. I've got you, man.
There we go. Hit him with my
No.
ninja star, Reese. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, the teamwork is real.
Alright, let's take out this support character.
Might get messed up.
Adios,
Oh, you
amigo.
vanished.
Right, let's keep an eye on...
There you go. There you are.
Collection.
Let's get to C and drop off.
Damon's got 10 cells. Cass on their other team's got 10 cells.
Try to stay with you here.
I'm gonna go to C and drop off.
Oh, I'm trying to protect the healer.
Ooh, no, get off!
Tandem points activating in 10 seconds.
Oh, bugger. We got trapped.
Yeah, she did that to me.
We need to kill that person, Rich.
Try to. It's not a Damon.
Get her, Monica.
Yeah, trying. Like, oh, come on. Oh,
I just got stunned by a rocket.
oh my god, the rockets.
Oh, stupid healers.
We're annoying sometimes, right?
They are.
Wahid, yes, the tanks are super powerful.
The tanks are tanks, pretty much. If it hits you, you die.
Yeah.
I need
Rich,
to.
I
I need
left
to drop
you
off.
to it.
Yeah, I've left. There was no point. They've got no cells, so I was chasing her for no reason.
Yeah, we've got, unfortunately, we are nearly going to lose this match, so they're at 48.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm going to turn this around. Here I come, here I come, here I come. I got 5 cells.
Oh, come on.
Someone's got to get this witch lady.
Is it open? I'm on my own here, guys. I'm on my own and I've got cells.
Back off.
Where did she
by
go?
yourself. Back off by yourself. Keep coming back.
Try to.
I'm coming,
Ah.
I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm
Coming.
coming.
Oh, no, they've got me. This way.
Run away, run away.
I'm trying.
The crew's here, man.
Like, get me to that center. Get me to C.
Where are you? I'm coming, I'm coming with... Ah!
Cages.
Quick. Yes. Oh.
Unfortunately.
Oh,
Enough.
come on. We did try.
That went so
Crew
badly.
has said, remember leaning forward whilst playing always makes us go faster.
Yes, and when you press the buttons harder,
Oh, it's
that helps us. Oh dear.
So unfortunately we kind of got demolished in that. I think we concentrated too much on attacking the enemy and not
Yeah.
enough on gathering
100%.
power cells. But you kind of get an idea of kind of the way the game plays. But hey, there's always the next game to see if we can win that.
Yes.
Zero
I'll
saying
check
I'm an
my
awful
character.
driver. This is
Yeah,
the
I'll
downside of me
change your
hosting this is that everyone can see my bad playstyle. Do you say you're going to change characters, Monica?
Yes, I'm gonna stick with damage, but I'm going to go for the I forgot his name. The guy with the guitar.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going
he's
to
cool.
try him.
Viking you. So, Monica, what kind
Yeah.
of attracts you to the damage class? What part of it kind of brings you to it?
I like the fact that they are very fast. So, especially Cass, so the lady that I was playing before.
Yeah.
She's got those, I don't know, almost like T-Rex legs that she runs on, and they are so powerful, and that's her weapons basically. She doesn't need a hoverboard because she's so fast.
Yeah.
But also the way she fights, how it's very. She was a dancer before she got augmented, so you can see that in her movements, the way she moves and flies in the air and spins around. There's so much fluidity to her. That it's beautiful
No, it's
to
cool.
watch, really. Yeah, it looks amazing.
And it's nice that you kind of have that personal attachment to the character, which is why you've chosen her. And as
Yeah.
much as it's good to kind of jump back and forth between characters, you kind of find your groove, but you will find those characters that you're naturally drawn to.
Yeah, absolutely. And she was a Russian ballerina before her dad decided to improve her, and everything
Okay.
went wrong for her. Yeah. So, and then she ended up in the US in this underground world with the rest. So yeah, she's got a story and a half.
That
Look
she
at her.
does.
She's
I'm going to try and playing as Zero Cool again. That's what I was saying about the ultimates, guys. Every character has 2 ultimates that they can pick from. You either have the upgrade protection, which temporarily increases, for me, temporarily increases armor of all nearby allies, or the 1-up. So for the next 8 seconds, if one of my allies dies and I've targeted them with this, they will immediately return to life, which is kind of good and bad. You kind of got to time it perfectly, otherwise it doesn't overly work. But I'm going to give it a go this run and see if I can get it to work properly. But Reece, you are playing as the tank character, if I am not mistaken. What kind of draws you to the tank class as well as the character you've kind of selected?
So I'm going from the Q2. I've picked the tank character because I just like pure brute strength, and that's what you get with the Q2. There's no messing about. There's no like sexy attacks. It's just you come in front of the Q2, you're gonna take it down. And he's the one thing that draws me against him is very much inspired by Honda from Street Fighter. So there's actually a few moves that you can do similar to what Honda does. And his backstory I really like. So he's from New Zealand.
Yeah.
He wants to get augmentated because he wants to be as powerful as his brothers. And he's from New Zealand, so it's about that brute rugby strength.
Yeah.
And that's why he decided to get augmentated.
Oh, nice, Monika.
Oh, I took down that tank.
Where are you going, mate?
Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna move over to you
Come on,
guys.
Reece, let's have him.
I've just helped Monika.
Come on, mate. Come on. Come on.
He's nearly dead.
Finish
He's
him.
dead.
Yes.
Yes.
Buttercup's in the middle. Buttercup's on
Don't
me.
get that, mate.
No,
I'm coming.
This heartless shit right here. Oh no. Fell off my board.
Keeps running away. Where did he go?
Alright, we
Oh
all here.
wow, that was amazing. Yes, I think we're all here.
Yeah, man.
Buttercup's nearly dead.
Where's she gone?
She's in the middle circle.
Let's slow her down. Where's she? Oh my god, what's this?
Where's I can't see Buttercup. Where?
She's legged it. She's got away.
Legged it. Guys, try and stay together if we can.
Yeah.
I'm fighting with the
I'm
Daemon.
Tom.
Oh no, I'm dying against the Daemon. That's what I'm doing.
Why are you dying?
Stay where you are. There we go. I'm just gonna heal you up.
Is this open? It's not
Activating.
open.
No, not open yet.
Seconds.
It's open in a couple of seconds.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Couple of
There's
seconds.
who's that up there? There's the healer, just above us.
Cool. Get on the drop point.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you. Oh, damn.
Ah!
Oh, the healer's nearly dead. The healer's
There
dead.
we
Healer's dead.
Boom.
There was a Daemon then.
He's escaped.
I could do with a heal, Tom.
Oh, I'm trying. There you go.
I'm on my way to the middle. I'm on the way to the middle.
Cool.
This-
I got you.
He's got cells. You got cells. He's got 3 cells. Oh, this is going so much better.
I've
Yeah,
got some.
I think we
You
got
got
it. Like, the teamwork thing.
I'm delivering 3 as
Oh,
well.
watch out, watch out. There's a Daemon there. There's a Daemon.
Woo!
The healer.
Yeah. I'm just gonna drop these 3 cells.
I don't have
Where
any.
did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go?
There we go. Right,
There he is. There he is again.
Where is that?
I got you, partner. I got you back, man.
I've
Yes,
got-
because he's invisible.
I've got my ultimate.
Okay,
He's
we're all
gone.
good. We're all good. We're all
Watch
good.
him.
Watch them come to us. Watch them come to us.
Oh, so we need to go to get the cells now.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this?
Dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Is that the tank? That's their
You got the
tank?
cells.
I'm just picking up some cells at the moment.
I'll put you back, Tom. I'm behind you.
Drogodon is inactive. Okay, hang on. Could I get some healing?
Yeah, on it.
Gracias.
Right, where's Rich?
They're coming. They're coming. They're coming.
I was taking on the tank.
Oh,
Okay, the tank's here. Tank's here.
Yeah,
Right.
Just careful,
Are we
careful,
going
careful.
after
We need to
them?
get cells. We need to get cells.
we need to go after them then, yeah?
Yeah, they've got 6 cells at the moment. Remember, if we do kill them, we get their cells.
Yes.
Where
They
is
have
she?
it.
Right, I've got them.
Yeah,
They're all
they're
here.
there.
They're all here. They're all here.
Right, where's the healer gone? Where's the healer? Oh, I used my ultimate on her. Boom!
Nice.
Boom.
That's how it's done.
That's a nice thing that you're doing there, whatever that is.
The tank.
Oh, it's the lady. Oh, the buttercup.
Yes.
Nice
Yeah,
guys.
man.
Right, we're working together.
It's all about the attack.
Right, they've got
It's all about
3. They've got 3 more cells.
Should we go back? Should we go drop off?
Where are we
Yeah.
going?
should drop
B and
off.
C are going to open. We've got the guitar character on B up high,
You want the hit?
as well as the tank.
I can see the healer as well.
I'm in the middle of B at the
You guys
moment.
come
Watch
up.
out, watch out!
Where'd you go?
I'm in the middle of
There
B.
she is, there she is.
I am here.
We've got a Damon there as well.
Oh, I took out the healer.
I'm just dropping
Oh,
off.
look.
I'm coming for the radio guy. I'm coming for the radio guy.
It's a rich show, man. It's a recent rich show.
Whoa,
Just
done.
doing some heals.
Come on.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Don't let him get away.
100 hand slapping. 100 hand slapping.
Don't let him get away.
Sumo head smash.
Yes!
Nice, guys. See, we're doing well here. We're doing well. Remember, guys, jump into the middle.
Time to drop off.
There's a
Drop
bunch
off,
up
drop
here. There we go.
Oh, she managed.
If you can, drop
Again.
on
They're coming, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming. Watch out behind you. Oh, yeah.
Right,
They've got no cells, so we might as well just kill them now.
No, they're all closed, so we're gonna get more cells coming up soon. John Panicka said, if Buttercup is sprinting, so not on 2 wheels, she's healing. Okay, so if we see Buttercup on all 4 wheels, we have to make sure that because she's healing at that point.
Oh, where'd she go?
Where did she go?
She's disappearing.
Vanished.
She's here. She's here. I've got
At
her.
the top,
She's trying to run away.
she has that kind of ability.
She does, doesn't she? Yeah, I remember seeing it. Damn it.
Oh no.
Okay, hang on. Where did you go again?
Yeah.
Right,
healers down.
guys. Right,
Oh,
the train.
there's a train.
The trains hurt you guys. The trains hurt you.
Brilliant.
Their tank is near B.
I'm right behind you, Tom.
No worries. I'm
Yeah,
just
we're
gonna
all
go.
here. We're all together.
We are dominating this game right now.
Let's move. Okay, they've just got the last. So they're holding 8. We're holding 4.
They're at the
Yes.
other end.
We just need to
They're up
make
this way, right?
Where do we want to
Tank
go?
to tank.
tank to tank. I'm here to heal you, mate.
Yeah, let's get my back. This guy's tough.
Don't worry, Damon's here, man.
Yeah!
He's
I
Buttercup.
just stood and watched that.
There's a Damon.
Damon.
Oh no.
I'm healing
Thank
you.
you.
Guys, try and stick together. I'm gonna go with Rich.
Stick together. So Damon's just got to keep coming in and back out again.
Yeah.
You okay, Monica? I'm coming, Monica. I'm coming.
I'm not okay. Not okay.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Come see if we can get to B as well.
Go back to B.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, you don't want to fight over there because they've got to keep respawning there.
I'm on my way.
Right. Let's
Deliver
go to B.
powers.
Let's drop off these
Okay,
8
let's go
cells.
back.
They've got to come
I
to
got
us
5.
to deposit.
I've got 5.
Got one.
I got some.
I don't have any. So I
Yeah.
can't deposit any.
Boom.
Right, I
Done.
can see a healer on the
Where are
map.
theirs? There's the Buttercup.
Well,
ult.
behind you. I've got you, Monica.
There we go. There's an ultimate power.
Damon's in the middle. Damon's in the middle.
Come on, Damon. See what you got. Nutted. You have to run away. Look at him.
Where you going, mate? Where you going?
Oh, their healer.
I'm attacking. I'm attacking.
I got you back. There we go.
I'm coming.
It's all right. It's all right, Reece. You can
Guys, in the
chill.
middle.
Go slap someone. With your big Samoan hands.
I'm New Zealand. I'm Kiwi, actually.
Chill.
The Buttercup is here.
Again.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's kicking off in the middle.
Oh, it's heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we came out on top though, Reece.
I pressed the wrong
Get the
button.
guitar, dude.
Oh, you vanished. Why did you vanishing?
Why am I on fire?
Get him. Don't let him get away. Where did he go?
That's a
Damon-
bold state.
The guitar guy can set people on fire, and he deals more damage to people that are on fire.
Help me. Help me.
We're coming. We're coming. We're coming.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh,
man.
I got slapped.
Boom.
I had 2 of them on me.
I know. That's why you're a tank, though, innit?
I'm on fire again. Damn it! Oh, power cells, power cells, power cells.
I'm
Go get
coming.
it.
I'm back, baby.
Help, help.
I'm on you.
Thank you. Let's finish her off. Boom. Yes, Tom.
Nice, mate. Teamwork. Thank you very much,
Thanks.
Sparks, Bootstrap, Slinky, and Daggercrass. It is always appreciated. I like to think that because we're doing well, we're getting
Oh,
Sparks.
yeah, I've got something else, guys getting attacked. Help.
Got
Yeah,
that.
we
I'm
see
Where
coming,
are you?
Monica. I'm coming.
Monica, I'm coming.
Thank you. Oh, you.
The courageous commitment in your voice then was
In your life now.
inspiring.
Oh, there's 2 of them. Help.
That's cool. We're
Go
here.
ahead. Boom. What is
Oh, it's
happening?
someone is closed.
No.
Where you going?
Where you going?
Where are you? Where are you people?
Going back
Yes!
to the sin bin, Reece. Just going back to the sin bin.
Where are you people?
Nice.
Oh, they're all getting smacked. They're all getting
Right,
smacked.
we've got 6 cells, guys. We need to get to 50,
Yeah.
so we can now, as long as we don't lose any, we'll win this match.
Okay,
Let's
so
win this.
protect me because I've got the cells.
Where are you,
Monika?
Monica?
I'm going back to the center.
Yeah,
Wait.
come in the middle. If you stand in the middle, I've got you back.
The points won't open until you've collected all the cells. There you go. Right, it's opening at B and A.
Right, we need to help Reese.
Where is it?
Just follow the chaos.
Follow the chaos. Team up, cause chaos.
It's usually me that causes it. Boom.
Okay, get out, Monica.
I don't know who's who anymore.
Right, let's get into the middle, guys.
Get to the middle.
It's over.
Win.
Yeah.
Nice one, guys. Let's do it.
Domination.
Get that hype going.
Oh my gosh.
So, guys,
So
let
well.
us know what you think about Bleeding Edge. Have you enjoyed us playing it? Is it something that you feel like you want to jump into? Is it something that you feel like you're going to have a go at? Have you already had a go? What do you think? Let us know in chat. I've gone super quiet again. I did think I did see that earlier, and upped it up a little bit. So hopefully that's been a little bit better for you. Wahid has said to Monica that she's got like kangaroo legs. Cass has.
Yes,
They're
she
pretty
does.
powerful.
I prefer if you call them T-Rex legs. I'm just
T-Rex.
saying.
We'll go T-Rex definitely.
I thought they were more like chicken legs, but okay.
No, no.
We've had
No,
Wahid say
no.
Cass
Are we
could be.
talking about the character in the game?
Yeah,
I thought we were talking
Yes.
about mine, so.
Wow. Okay.
Saying Cass could be Black Widow from Marvel's sister, because she's kind of like she's a dancer and all those bits and pieces. So it's
She's very
nice.
black. That's right.
The tank is brutal. I think Reece, you've been doing the tank class proud tonight. Getting all that aggro, drawing everyone to you, and then us just swarming everybody to do that. Everyone's saying GG, nicely done. Anesh saying looks great. Wahid saying I want to get the game and play it now. Well, luckily for you, it is on Game Pass. It is part of Game Pass Ultimate, so you can get it on Windows 10 PC. You can get it on Xbox One, and if you still like to buy it, you can also get it on Steam as well. It launched yesterday. Funky Pigeon, thank you very much for the host. So there was one question I haven't asked Rich. I've asked everybody else.
Okay.
Rich, what draws you to kind of Damon, the character you play, and the damage kind of class, or is damage class not necessarily your main one?
Well, no, I love to be out front in a game and to attack and yeah, so that's definitely up my street. But Damon as a character, let's face it, he's got a sword. If you know me at all, I'm partial to a sword and a sword game. He's got that whole ninja samurai feel, that graffiti look and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's definitely a character up my street. His backstory is that him and his mom were living in the slums and stuff. There's this whole history of him having a hard life and then just coming up and deciding that you know what, I'm going to learn martial arts.
Okay.
I'm going to cause trouble and I'm going to stick it to the man, which isn't like me at all. So
No similarities whatsoever.
no, and you know his art and color just it resembles this game, and he's cool. He's wicked, man, and he's fast. But he can do the whole invisibility thing as well, so he can sneak up on the characters. Yeah. You often see me going after the healer because I can sneak around behind the healer and use my attack.
And I think that's what Damon's perfect for. Is it's getting behind enemy lines, taking out those healers without them even realizing you're there. I think historically, Damon would be a character that I'd love to play as. But recently, like for me, like playing support, I've really grown attached to support characters recently. In a lot of hero shooters, I've always played that type of character. I just feel like the gameplay is a little bit different. You have to constantly think about multiple different things at the same time. Should you be healing? Should you be attacking? Should you be defending or up with everybody else? But when you've got Reece being the tank, you've got to kind of follow him around because he's always in a fight. I like supports because there's a lot more things to think about, and their abilities can really pair well. So I've definitely seen more draw for me to the support character classes, and I think I'll play my way through the support characters to kind of see how that develops for myself. So yeah, we'll wait and see. We have been joined by Funky Pigeon as well. I hope you're all doing. Hope you're doing well, mate. And you're having an enjoyable evening. We have had the one and only Tiger Nichols send us 1,000 sparks. Good evening, boss. I hope you're well. But yeah,
he needs to spend more sparks.
Spend more sparks. Get that spark train going.
Yeah, he's the boss man. He should be motivating us, and sparks mean motivation, right?
I know, right?
Come on, Tiger Nichols.
Make it shine. Make it shine.
So,
make it rain.
I'm going to ask each of you a question because we are getting towards the end of the stream, unfortunately. So before we go, Reece, what do you love about Bleeding Edge? What kind of what drew you to play the game?
I think it's the teamwork. I think, we've managed to have a strategic, like the first game, we struggled. The second game, again, we struggled a little bit. Come to this last game, we had a formula, we had an idea of how we were going to do things. Yeah. And I just love that element of just pure teamwork.
And I think once you find a team of people that you play well with and you develop on that, it's not as you're going to play in a different team every single time. If you find a group of like-minded people that want to play as a team, this game can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. It's something that I want to do outside of this, like add you guys up and do it again. Yeah. So it's a great game.
Awesome, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So, Monika, what drew you to Bleeding Edge the most? What have you enjoyed most about it so far?
So, to be honest, it's not something I would look at normally, but when that came out, when the first thing you see is the cover.
Yep. And
the way it's designed and the graphic, it's so different from any other game because the other ones are very realistic. This is more almost comic-y look like, you know what I mean? So I like that style. So I thought I'd just dive in. And then for me, it was the characters and that they were not just generic characters or humans and, like so many other games that you can play. They had something that they brought to the game, and they're all very individual. Whereas, again, some other games may offer you different characters, but they don't go as deep into detail as these guys do. So I really did like that idea. And what Reece said, teamwork. I have never played a game where you had to play together, otherwise you wouldn't survive. So it's a nice element.
Yeah. And I think us working together as a team, it's nice to do a little bit of gaming as a team as well. So I'm glad we've managed to get all of us together. Amid the technical difficulties, we have managed to get it to work reasonably well. No cameras have broken, anything like that. So that's been amazing. So Rich, finally, what do you love about Bleeding Edge? Why have you enjoyed it so much? And what's going to keep you kind of playing?
Yeah, I think from a keep me playing element, it's definitely the teamwork. I've thoroughly enjoyed playing with you guys tonight. It's been brilliant, especially as we won as well, which is always satisfying.
At least one win helps.
Yeah, at least one. So we can go out on a high. But for me, what draws me into it is the art style, that urban neon Tokyo. I know it's in America, but that futuristic Bronx feel to it, with all the spray paint and the colors, that Western with the Eastern Asian overlay over the top, and like Monika says, that comic book style on there as well. So that really kind of just draws me into it. I love this sort of thing, and it's a beautiful looking game.
Reece's video has just disappeared after me saying technical difficulties were none.
No, it's stealth mode.
There we go. It's back. So yeah, I think taking all of your points, I'd be saying exactly the same thing if I said what my reasons were for loving this game. It's the characters, it's the art style, it's the team play. I'm really looking forward to playing this more. So yeah, guys, if anyone out there feels like they're interested in playing but don't have a team together, please hit us up. We've all said that we're going to try and keep playing this. So yeah, if you see us online, feel free to send us an invite and we'll hopefully play some games together. But I believe, guys, that is kind of the end of the stream. It is reaching 8 o'clock. So all I can say is, guys, Rich, Monika, Reece, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's been a great time, and I want to say thank you to everybody that has been in chat. I know chat has been pretty busy. We've had loads of sparks tonight. It's had loads of hosts and that hype train when we won that match. It's been really nice to interact with you guys. And all I can ask is that share this stream if you are over on Facebook. Like, comment, share. If you are on our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to us so you'll be notified whenever we go live in the future, which is, we go obviously Tuesdays and Wednesdays for Easy Live and Easy Level Up. And if you're over on Mixer, feel free to give us a follow, give us a host, as many of you have done already tonight. And with that, I am going to say goodbye from myself, and I will leave the guys to say goodbye from them. But guys, until next week, we'll see you then.
Peace.
Bye.
Cheers, guys.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. That was fun. The last one we actually got to work as a team.